Good morning. It is Wednesday, September 23rd. I wanted to make a video. It's been a while since I've done one, so I wanted to touch base and let you know how things are going. Having breakfast out here this morning in our new camper, new to us camper. It's a 2014. We bought it last month. Actually, we were able to take it out and enjoy it last weekend for the first time at the campgrounds. So I can give you a quick view of it here real fast so you can see what it looks like a little bit. I was just started to make this about a couple minutes ago and realized that I don't have an easy way to that I can find on my phone to flip the camera from one mode to the other. So I'll try to do this as best I can. But so anyway, it came out here to have breakfast mainly because we went camping last weekend and um, we decided early once we got back that we were going to come out again next weekend. So I didn't completely empty the fridge or bring all the food back in the house. Um, some of the things for my breakfast I left out here, and it's actually kind of nice to come out here and sit. It's nice and sunny and quiet, and um, it's just nice. So I thought I'd come out and have my breakfast here this morning, which, let's see if I can do this again. I'll show you here. We've got um, some different, I've got coconut milk. You'll notice that there's two of them there, mainly because uh, one, the original here on the right, is almost gone. There's just a swig of it in the bottom, and I decided to go to unsweetened. So it's when I open it here shortly for breakfast, that's what I'll have is unsweetened. Golden raisins. There's old-fashioned oats there. I don't know if you can see those behind the raisin box here. Um, and I've got shredded wheat and Uncle Sam flax cereal. So it's kind of weird. It looks like it's coming in reverse. It's kind of strange, but so in any event, there's a also a banana here. But anyway, here's how the cereal looks when it's all made up. I don't have any milk on it yet, but that's what it looks like. It looks delicious. I'll have that with some water. One of the reasons I wanted to post this morning was, well, a couple of reasons. I found out yesterday, I think I'd mentioned on my prior videos how exhausted I have been and just completely run down. It's extremely hard to explain. No matter how much sleep I would get, I would be totally wiped out. Finally, I'd had enough and made an appointment with the doctor. Went yesterday, had blood work drawn, and we'd also talked about having a sleep study. The doctor told me that while I might not have sleep apnea, there's a condition. I don't know if it's because of partially because of my asthma, but also because of my weight, where I might not be getting enough oxygen at night, and my oxygen levels might be dropping just because I'm not breathing deeply enough. Um, that might be contributing to my exhaustion during the day. So we might be getting a sleep study, and I'll go into that later. But the other thing that came back, they called me last night and told me that they found out that I am diabetic. Yay! um, Try not to think about it too hard, but my mom's had serious health problems because of her diabetes, and not something I want to, not a road I want to go down. So I'm hoping that this will help. And I actually got very, very scared because I've been doing this, like I said, for almost 2 weeks, and then I find out that I have to watch my sugars. And what is this diet? It's mainly starches. So there's a significant amount of concern, and it was for me that this was going to be a problem. So I posted on a couple of the groups that I'm on Facebook, asked some questions, and the overwhelming response has been that actually eating this way is helpful for diabetes. Um, that your sugars can actually go down. You know, as contradictory as it seems. And there, Dr. McDougall, which I'd seen one of his videos, but some of the information that was being passed to me from one of his Facebook pages is that when you eat a lot of fat, it does something to your cells, and I don't know the scientific explanation, um, whereby it disrupts or disallows insulin to be absorbed properly, which can actually cause your blood sugar to spike if you're eating more of a high fat diet. So, which I'm not totally I mean, I can believe it to a degree because, watching my mom over the years when she would eat certain kinds of foods that we wouldn't think would spike blood sugar, they would. Why is that? Well, I think, there's probably a lot of things that science hasn't explained fully to the general public yet. I think that there's pieces, parts that are coming out. Different doctors are doing research and there's different things that are coming out, but not everybody is in full agreement yet with, what's causing what to happen. So you have to be kind of open, do a little bit of research on, a lot of research and a little bit of experimenting to see how things affect your own body. But that being said, my cereal is minus the nuts this morning. Um, Again, a couple of responses from people that are actually diabetic that have actually done this on the sites, cutting out the fats from the diet. So technically, I probably should be cutting out my coconut milk, but I just bought a new container of it, so I think this will be the last one that I get. I don't think that having one more container of that and a little bit here and there until some of these items are gone is going to really cause too much havoc. Um, it's not like I'm adding oil to stuff, to food, and cooking it. So again, have to research other options or other alternatives. Soy milk, and I have to find fat-free milk, so I'm going to be looking for that too. I was worried about not getting enough fat in my diet because of what people say about your brain development. Not that brain development for an adult is important, but maintaining what's there, I really want to do that. So, but from what I understand, there's enough fat in grains even to support that. So you don't have to worry about added fats, and you don't necessarily have to eat a lot of heavy fat foods like avocados and nuts either. There should be enough fat in the food that you eat, the healthier food like your grains, and maybe even some fruits too, I think, to get you by. So I'm going to try it. My A1C came back at 6.5. My weight has gone right around 258. I can't remember what it was last time I videoed. It hasn't changed since that initial drop, but I've also been all over the place in terms of how much I'm eating, trying to get a handle on, what to make. And yesterday I had breakfast, which was great, and then I came home and didn't have a chance to have lunch, and got so hungry I opened a box of Triscuits and killed off an entire box of Triscuits by dunking it in hummus. Which, okay, yeah, they were healthy, but that was way too much. And even it was low fat Triscuits, but still, basically, I've got to get away from doing that kind of eating. And I still need to work on adding more vegetables to my diet. I'm doing okay with the starches and the fruits. I'm not really getting enough vegetables. So that's going to be one of my focuses, is to try to increase the vegetable intake. So I think that pretty much is it. I'm going to have my breakfast here shortly. It smells delicious. I can't wait to put the milk on it, and hopefully the unsweetened coconut milk isn't noticed as much noticed as, or won't be as noticeable as as it could be, dropping from one that was sweetened. I'm a little tired, so that was the other thing I wanted to say before I go. Um, Having gotten that news late last night, well, it wasn't late; it was around 7:30. Um, about being diabetic. I'm a heavy internet research person, and I went out and between posting on those groups and just trying to figure out how this is going to impact what I'm doing. I was wired, 11:30, went to bed, and it was one of those nights where you constantly looking at the clock. Roll over, look at the clock. Roll over, look at the clock every hour, couple hours. And yet, I woke up this morning, and while I'm tired, I don't feel physically wiped out. I just feel a little tired. I actually feel better having had less sleep, believe it, today than I did a few days ago when I made that video where I'd had, 8 or more hours of sleep and I was just physically wiped out. So maybe a little early to say. I mean, I was debating if I should post this today or make this video today or wait until tomorrow and see if it was just a fluke. I actually feel pretty good. I feel somewhat energetic, if not, totally energetic, because I am a little tired. But I actually feel like I might be able to get some things accomplished today, which is pretty awesome. And the only thing that has changed at all in my life right now is the fact that I've been eating this way for just shy of 2 weeks. Someone had told me that they felt a difference at like a day 11. The other one, I think she said it was either 2 weeks or 3 weeks before her husband felt a difference. Um, but I definitely can feel a little bit of that old energy coming back. But I'm cautiously optimistic. Um, so okay. So anyway, breakfast. Figure out something healthy for lunch, and overall, I'm going to have to really cut the fat out of my diet completely if I can. Um, Hopefully, the time that they give me the next numbers, they want me to come for a diabetic education. So I'm not sure if that's going to coincide with this way of eating or not. So we'll have to find out how that goes. I'll keep you updated. Maybe a couple days. We'll see what happens, and hopefully this energy trend, this increase in energy trend, continues and just gets better. Fingers crossed. Thanks. Have a great day.